Welcome to Immigration Info, your ultimate hub for all things immigration. Looking for visa tips, country guides, and the latest immigration updates? You're in the right place. Subscribe for expert insights and join our global community today. Learn about the eligibility requirements and application process for the L1 work visa. What is the L1 visa? The L1 visa is a non-immigrant visa category in the United States that is designed for intra-company transferees. It allows multinational companies to transfer certain employees from their foreign offices to work in the U.S. temporarily. The L1 visa is a popular choice for multinational companies to transfer key personnel to the United States, allowing them to manage operations, oversee projects, and share specialized knowledge while maintaining the company's global presence. In this guide, we'll cover the eligibility requirements for the L1 visa, what cost and timeline to expect, and how to apply. L1A versus L1B visa. The L1 visa is divided into two subcategories. L1A visa. This category is for managers and executives who are being transferred to a U.S. office that is a subsidiary, branch, affiliate, or parent company of the foreign employer. L1B visa. This category is for employees with specialized knowledge who are being transferred to a U.S. office of the same multinational company. Specialized knowledge typically refers to advanced knowledge or expertise in the company's products, processes, technology, or other areas. L1 visa eligibility. To be eligible for an L1 visa, both the employee, visa applicant, and the employer, sponsor, must meet specific eligibility requirements. Here are the general eligibility requirements for the L1 visa. For the employee, L1 applicant, employment with a qualifying organization. The employee must be currently employed by a qualifying multinational organization with a relationship to the U.S. employer. The organization must be a parent company, subsidiary, affiliate, or branch office of the U.S. entity. Position qualification. For L1A, managers/executives, the employee must be coming to the U.S. to work in a managerial or executive capacity. This typically involves overseeing the significant portion of the organization's operations or managing a critical function. For L1B, specialized knowledge, the employee must possess specialized knowledge of the organization's products, services, technology, or procedures. Specialized knowledge means advanced knowledge that is not commonly possessed by other employees in the industry. 1 year of employment. The employee must have worked for the foreign company continuously for at least 1 year within the 3 years immediately preceding the L1 visa application. This period of employment must have occurred outside the U.S. Qualifying relationship. The U.S. employer must have a qualifying relationship with the foreign entity employing the visa holder. This includes parent, subsidiary, affiliate, or branch office relationships. The organization should demonstrate a significant level of control or ownership by the same parent or entity conducting business in the U.S. The U.S. employer must be actively doing business in the U.S. and must have a physical office or facility where the employee will work. In the case of a new office, the U.S. entity must demonstrate a plan to support the employee's position. Employment offer. The U.S. employer must extend a valid employment offer to the employee and be willing to file an L1 petition with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, on the employee's behalf. L1 visa cost. The costs for the L1 visa can vary depending on several factors, including the type of L1 visa, L1A or L1B, whether you are filing a new petition or an extension, and whether premium processing is requested. In general, there is a $460 fee to file Form I-129, petition for non-immigrant worker with USCIS. In some cases, an additional $500 anti-fraud fee may be required, depending on the circumstances and the employer. If premium processing is requested, there is an additional fee of $2,500. L1 visa timeline. The processing time for an L1 visa can vary, depending on the USCIS service center where the petition was filed and the complexity of the case. In general, L1 visas tend to have much faster processing times than other work visa categories. You can check the current processing times for L1 visas at specific USCIS service centers here. Certain applicants may also be eligible to request premium processing of their Form I-129 for an additional fee mentioned above. If approved, USCIS will typically process your L1 visa application within 15 to 45 calendar days. L1 visa process. To apply for an L1 visa, both the sponsoring employer and the L1 visa applicant must follow a specific process. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to apply for an L1 visa. Sponsoring employer's role. File Form I-129. The U.S. employer must file Form I-129. Petition for an immigrant worker with USCIS. This petition generally includes a detailed description of the job position, evidence of the qualifying relationship between the foreign employer and the U.S. entity, and proof of the beneficiary's eligibility and qualifications. Paid government filing fees. The employer must pay the required filing fees for Form I-129 and any additional fees, such as the anti-fraud fee or premium processing fee, if applicable. L1 visa applicant's role. Complete DS-160 application. Once the Form I-129 petition is approved, the visa applicant should complete the Form DS-160 online non-immigrant visa application on the Consular Electronic Application Center (CEAC) website. Pay visa application fee. After filing Form DS-160, the applicant will need to pay the required visa application fee to the U.S. Embassy or consulate where the visa interview will be scheduled. Schedule and attend visa interview. Next, the applicant can schedule an appointment for a visa interview at the U.S. Embassy or consulate in their home country. The L1 visa interview may require specific supporting documents, such as a valid passport, proof of your employment offer, and more. You can learn more about how to prepare for visa interviews in Boundless Guide.